mice crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life, love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and it is Tuesday, so you know where we are. Today, we are at Georgia's Happy Hog, doing our thing, enjoying ourselves, having fun, and about to enjoy some of this barbecue here in just a little bit when I get a chance. But you know, we love to be here. It's one of our favorite places to come to. Every Tuesday is when we are here. And if you have not been here to Georgia's, you need to come. It is 712 Culbertson Drive in Oklahoma City, just north of the OU Medical Center, south of the state capitol, located 712 Culbertson Drive, right across from the Harn Homestead. Can't miss it. For catering events, you can call them at 405-525-8111. They're closed Saturdays and Sundays and Mondays. Open Tuesday. Wow, that was weird. They're closed Sundays and Mondays. My screen just flickered on YouTube, and I don't know what the hell just happened. Tuesday through Friday, they're open from 11 to 7. Saturdays, they're open from 11 to 5. And, of course, it is brought to you by, we're here because of YNB, family-owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and they are the sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. So we appreciate all the support from YNB. You can pre-qualify with them at www.ynbok.com, and you can go into their main location at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. Or you can go into the other four remaining locations, YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 39th Expressway, or 66th. YNB Mustang, located 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40 right there. Can't miss it. 200 steps from I-40 there, right off Garth Brooks. Can't miss it. And then in Bethany, YNB Peoples, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Can't miss it. You know, sorry we missed yesterday, but with this weather, it's just beating me up. And one of these days, and Nathan always gets on me about it, because you always say stuff. I said, man, yeah, I hate needles. So thank God I hate needles, because I could never be addicted to heroin or anything like that, because I'm not a needle fan. I don't know how those people do that. I really don't know how they do that. Every time they do those needles, I just not my thing. Can't do it. But anyway, I was, you know, I missed yesterday, and I'm sorry about that. But I was just struggling bad mentally. I mean, with my sinuses. When I get those sinus headaches, and those of you who get them, you know exactly what I mean. I mean, you're just put down. There's nothing you can do about it. You're hurting, and you're stuck until they go away. I mean, there's nothing you can do about those things. And those of you who have them, you understand. You can feel my pain. Those of you who don't, good for you. Wish you didn't. Hope you don't ever get anything like that. So, to start out, you know, I have an issue with the Olympics and what happened. A couple things. One, I'm gonna start off with Jordan Childs. You know, our bronze medalists on the in gymnastics. This is what I don't get. You have an appeals process, and the people said that it doesn't matter whether whatever time. What happened was the Romanians came and said that she was after the time. It was 1 minute 4 seconds. Well, they protested, whatever, they got the thing. We said, what are you talking about? We went in there and we tried to appeal it. And what they're saying is there's no appeal, and it doesn't matter if if your time was remember we were 47 seconds. They did it in 47 seconds. And so to me, if you have overwhelming evidence, but the Olympic Committee says it doesn't matter what you have, she's not getting the medal. What the hell do you have an appeals committee for? Why are you hearing an argument? And your job as the Olympic Committee is to make sure you get it right, to make sure the person who had worked 4 years for this specific thing, or in some places, if some spots, if this was their first Olympics, they worked 6, 7, 8 years to dream as a little girl to get to this spot. And then you're going to take away their deal because the Romanians gets pissed off and said, oh, it was 4 seconds past, blah, 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 whatever. And we've got we've got video evidence that we did it in 47 seconds. But they said it doesn't matter whether you have evidence that makes you right or not, it's irrelevant. You lose the medal. And to me, they're saying, of course, we're going to appeal or whatever. And it says it's going to take, 3 to 4 years to 2 to 4 years to get this right. Why? You appeal, you show them evidence that is conclusive. We did it in 47 seconds. Here's the timestamp. From the time you did it to the time we did it was 47 seconds. And you have a minute grace period. 47 seconds. And you said that was a minute and 4 seconds. But we have evidence. Irrefutable evidence. 47 seconds. We have it. 47 seconds. And then you're going to come up and you're going to say that. I just think that this is such a joke and a stain on what was a fantastic Olympics. I want to take my hat off to Paris for what they did. But once again, the people who govern the Olympics, over in Europe, whatever, once again, this is another screw up by them. Like they did with China when they had, 24 Olympians who tested positive for steroids, and they let them go ahead and race or let them go ahead and do anything because we're in China. What the hell? What the hell? I don't understand these people. To me, you want to get it right no matter what. You want it to be fair no matter what. That's the rules. If you break the rules, you're done. I don't understand. I don't get it. If you have evidence and the things they said verbatim, it doesn't matter if you have evidence or whatever. You can't appeal it. What the hell are you talking about? Isn't your job as the Olympic, whoever's in charge of the Olympics, isn't it your job to get it right? No matter what. Isn't that your job? To make sure the person who wins, wins. The person who finished second, finished second. The person who finished third, finishes third. Isn't that your job? That's your job, right? But you don't want to hear it at all. And to me, it's really simple. This is something that you need to put in place as an Olympic committee or whatever in the future. Look, you appeal something, if you have the evidence, it's done. Period. If a person is deserving of a medal, then fine. And then if the other alternative is, then give them both one. Since you said whatever, just give them both one. Give the Romanian one, give her one. Just you've done it before, give them both one. What the hell difference does it make? But Jordan Childs deserves it because we did it in the 47 seconds. It was supposed to be a minute. They said it was a minute and 4 seconds. Okay, great. Well, we have evidence that says it's 47 seconds, and we have it on time. It's filmed. What are you talking about? 47 seconds. And you say it doesn't matter if you have evidence that proves you're right. What the hell kind of statement is that? I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's ridiculous to me. Okay, it's ridiculous to me. Now, maybe I'm an American and I have a jaded view of it. But in America, we have a thing called justice. We want everything to be done correctly. If you did something wrong, you go to jail. If you can get out of it, get out. Whatever. If you have evidence, this is America. You go to court. You fight it out. And to me, when you have evidence that says, here's the video of us start to finish, 47 seconds, what's the problem? Okay, you guys are wrong, but you can't do it? I don't understand it. But this is America. This is how we do things. We have a justice system. You can argue with someone all you want to. You can fight or whatever. One person's right, one person's wrong. And I just don't get it. I really don't. And I feel sorry for Jordan Childs because she worked her butt off. She deserves her bronze medal, and then they're going to strip it from her, even though we have evidence that we were right. Irrefutable evidence, doesn't matter in their minds. Let me say that again. Irrefutable evidence doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't get that. I don't understand it. Irrefutable evidence doesn't matter. Speaking of the Olympics, here's the medal count. We were going to do all this yesterday, but here's the medal count. Okay. And I thought I'd throw this in there about Texas. I know some of y'all are going to think that's funny. I thought it was pretty funny that one of my friends posted this from Texas, of course. Of course, we ended up being in 40-40, 126 medals to their 91. And then I put down here, Texas had 18 medals, 15 golds, 15 silver, 11 bronze, and 41 total medals. And these are athletes that are from the state of Texas. Isn't it funny that the state of Texas has to feel like they have to do this because, A, they feel like they need to succeed from the union and become their own country, which is effing ridiculous. But think about that. They had 41, they won 41 medals, and they had to post this. So I thought this was funny. I thought I would post this, and I told my friend that I was going to do that. I said, hey, do you mind if I use this? And, of course, they said no. They laughed. And I said, because I think this is funny. How do you I mean, every state could go through and say, hey, we had this many medals from this state or whatever. But what they were trying to say is that they were ahead of France with gold medals because this is based on gold medals. Okay. That's how you do it. And I just had to throw them in there because they're really not a country. So, but the fact that they did that, I thought was hilarious. And what my point was, is the way that they had it. This is how they had it, okay, in their dear state of Texas. This is how they had it, which I thought was just funny. It was United States, Japan, China, Australia, then Texas, then France. So they had Texas as fifth, ahead of Australia. And I'm like, how can you be ahead of Australia and ahead of France? After Australia, and ahead of France. Oh, because we had more gold medals. Yes, y'all did. And so technically, y'all would have been ahead of them, even though they had 64 total. But isn't that crazy? The state of Texas, that's where they are really, somebody actually took this, posted it, and then did around it. I thought that was hilarious. I thought probably you guys would think that as well, too. So, but anyway, speaking of the Olympics and speaking of the nonsense that happened, let's talk about the good stuff now. Let's start off with the USA women and how France gave them all they wanted. But here's the thing, and I had talked about this earlier, the fact that our WNBA season, it goes, you take off 2 weeks before, a week before the Olympics starts, and you start practicing, and then you play. Well, I heard on the broadcast that there was 4 or 5 of the French players played in the WNBA. They foregoed going to the WNBA to play together in France to get ready for this. And I thought, wow. And the WNBA, now, of course, they didn't want to do that because of the popularity of Caitlin Clark, and they wanted to capitalize on that, which they should have and which they did. But I thought that was interesting, that those people in those countries, they put their country first. Okay? They put their country first. And so what needs to happen in 4 years when the Olympics is here in Los Angeles in 2028, what are you going to do, WNBA? I mean, suspend the season a few weeks earlier. Stop it a few weeks earlier. Because what you need to do is you need to make sure, because other countries, which I was wrong in this particular area. Okay, I was wrong in the fact that I thought we were head and shoulders above all the other countries, and they hadn't caught us yet. And boy, was I wrong. We had some hell of a games, and we had to get some stuff done. Now, do we have more talent than they do? 100%. Are they going to make it tougher on us? Yes, they are. Just like the NBA, it's getting tougher and tougher and tougher to win, which is okay. I'm not opposed to competition at all. But the WNBA is going to have to decide, what do you want to do? These other countries are not even sending their players over here, or these other players are deciding not to come here to play in the WNBA, to play for their country, to get ready for the Olympics, because country matters. Now, for USA, what are we going to do in WNBA? You need to either suspend the season for, not suspend it, but stop the season a week or two ahead so these girls can at least, these women can at least get a couple weeks of advance notice in advance. They can play together, not work notice, but give them a couple weeks more advantage, 3 weeks to get ready. Because remember, the problem is with collegiate girls, they go from college straight, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, boom, they're right back in there in the WNBA. Now, there's no college players who are going to go straight from the college straight to the WNBA to go to the Olympics, because Caitlin Clark would have been one of those. But the fact that Asia Wilson is just a monster, and she had to give it all she had. And everybody, our whole team had to give what they had to give in order to win this. But France beat the hell out of us. It was a physical basketball game because European FIBA basketball is way more physical than NBA basketball, which is what we talked about Victor Wembanyama said, that professional basketball is way more physical, and people got mad at him in the United States. And it's like what he was saying was, and I've said this, what he was saying is that it's way more physical because they're played on the ground. We're playing in the air. It's two totally different games. Two totally different games. This one's played on the ground, and the NBA is played in the air. And it took Victor probably a little more than half a year to get antiquated to that. And then when we saw that when the men played against France. And everybody's like, oh, well, I said, he's been playing against these guys. He's got them figured out now. He's played a year. He's played a full year. So he's got these guys. He knows what they do and how they act and all. He knows how to play against them. He knows what to do. And that's the key. And when you go to women's, they need the extra time in order to play. They need that. Men, these other teams have been playing together for years and years. You have 1 or 2 players here and there now. Germany has what? I think 3 or 4. And Serbia has 2 or 3 or 4. And then, of course, the United States is all NBA players. And then Canada has almost as many as we do. Let me see. There's SGA, Barrett, what's my guy's name? Murray, Dort, God, who else they have? Olenek, and then even Zach Edey was supposed to play, but he would get exposed. He can't guard the pick and roll. He got exposed in the summer league. Now they're going to have to work on him with that, but he got exposed. He can't guard the pick and roll. And what's going to happen is every time they get in a pick and roll, they're going to pick and roll the big man with him and isolate him. But what did they do? Memphis got him for one reason, to replace Steven Adams, to get extra rebounds, to get them more shots. That's why they did. They're willing to give up extra things for that. That's why they're doing it. And it's okay if you choose to do that. I have no issues with that whatsoever. If that's what you want to do, if you want to do it that way, cool. But he didn't fit in Oklahoma City. And he's going to get exposed out in the NBA doing what he does. But beyond that, the WNBA, they're going to have to decide, and I think the easiest decision is to suspend the league 2 weeks earlier and give these girls 3 weeks of playing. Let them play some exhibition games and get them in kind of like what the men do. Because it took us a while to gel. It took us a while to figure out what to do, what the rotations were for the best group. And it ended up being for the men. And by the way, congratulations to the women winning their 8th gold medal. That's breaking the record that we set as men, and of course it shouldn't have been broken because 72 we got screwed. Because everybody remember, we lost in 72, won in 76, won in 80. Did not play in 80. Won in 84, won in 88, won in 92, lost in 88, won in 92. So, you got to look at those things and how things work out, okay? And what I see is the WNBA, they are catching up, and like I said, I was wrong about that. And that's part of being a sports reporter, part of being able to say things. You have to be able to be honest about stuff and be honest to oh no, what is this? Oh, okay, my guy Randy Wright sent me a deal. What is this? Are the teams listed by seed number? Oh, okay. Western Conference, we are seeded number 1 in our group. It's Minnesota, us, Denver. And the East is the Knicks, Milwaukee, and Boston. Let me see. 8 teams per conference. The knockout rounds. I kind of like how this says this is proposed. I like if they put them in groups. That's a good way to do it. So in Oklahoma City, it'd be us, Phoenix, the Lakers, Utah, and San Antonio in our group. So that'd be a good group. I like that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Thanks, Randy. By the way, the commander, Randy, right from YB, for sending me that. When I look at the NBA and where we are, I like the group of young kids coming up, and LeBron and KD said they may come back. I mean, come on, guys. LeBron's going to be what at that point? 40, 44, I think. KD is going to be 41, 42. Steph is going to be 40, 41. Thank you, but move on. Give Tyrese Maxey a chance to do what he does. Or not Tyrese, but Tyrese Halliburton. Let when you look at AD, he'll still be able to play. You look at Bam, he'll still be able to play. Joel Embiid will still possibly be able to play, depending on what his health is at that point 4 years from now. So you're going to have your bigs there. And you got, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. He'll still be ready to go. So you can come in. Jason Tatum will be a better role, be ready to play more in that particular instance. So you're going to have a chance to get a good group, a core group of people to be able to make it happen. Now, granted, KD, LeBron, and Steph were the thing. And everybody talks about whether LeBron should have won the MVP. Well, LeBron played great throughout the whole. He was the most consistent player we had. But if it's not for KD, we don't beat Serbia. If it's not for LeBron, we probably don't beat South Sudan. If it wasn't for Steph and LeBron and KD, we don't beat Serbia the second time. And if it wasn't for Steph, we don't win to beat France. So there's an argument all the way around, but to me, the final two games were won because of Steph Curry's shooting, and especially the last game. I mean, that was vintage Steph. And it was so funny is, like I said many times, basketball is one sport you know somebody's better than you. And they just deferred to Steph. Here you go, Steph. Take this, Steph. Do your thing, Steph. That's what they did. Here's your thing, Steph. Do your thing, Steph. That's basically what they did. Here you go, Steph. Take care of business. And he did. And he was fantastic. He was unbelievable making those four shots in a row. And I have a deal with ESPN. The night that he did that, they had the dunk that the guy dunked on LeBron in their top 10. But they didn't have Steph's fadeaway to win the gold medal, guarded by two people from 25 feet out. You had a double play in the Major League Baseball. Are you freaking kidding me? That was your top 10, ESPN. Not Steph Curry's gold medal winning shot to win for the USA, a fadeaway on two people, to win it all, to close the door, to put them away, to win it all. You have France dunking on LeBron as one of your top 10, but not that play to win us the gold medal. And then you have a double play, which was nice. Don't get me wrong, it was a great play. But that's what you had in your top 10. Are you effing kidding me? We need to rethink. I mean, I don't know who put that together, but clearly it was somebody who don't know what the hell they're doing. I thought you were the worldwide sports leader. But you get LeBron dunked on as a top play instead of Steph Curry hitting a fadeaway with two people guarding him. That was your deal? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So one thing about Tuesday I'm going to be happy about is the commander, Randy Wright, sent me this deal that the NBA schedule comes out Tuesday. And we're going to start talking about the NBA here coming up. But we're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to talk about NFL football, which is in full swing now because of the preseason. So football is here. And then tomorrow, of course, we're going to break down the SEC and where OU is. We're going to give a different breakdown for the SEC. For the Big 12. And then whatever the Big 16, I guess is what they are, the Big 10, we're going to break all those down and what we think. And then they did put out the top 25, and we're going to have that tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be pretty much a football show tomorrow. It's going to be mainly football coming up with college and they put out the top 25. We're going to have that, and then we're going to break down the NBA, NFL schedules. We're going to do all that stuff, and then we're going to talk about Thursday in NFL this week when we get back. So we want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my guy Mark Long up. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you're building a new complex and you need it surveyed, you need the land surveyed and planned out, they can do that for you. They're fantastic at that. And also if you have a water treatment plant in your city or in your county, they can take care of that and make sure you have clean, fresh water, as well as if you have a dam in your neighborhood and you want to make sure it's not safe, you don't get flooded because of the dam breakage. Hit those guys up. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother, networking, as well as website design, hit those guys up. They're fantastic over there at Collaborative Logic. Hit my guy, Russell Willifort over there. He is the man there at Collaborative Logic. Oak Grove Trucking, Jose Fierro and Adrian Fierro. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand, hit those guys up. They'd love to be able to move it for you and make sure everything is fantastic there in your hood. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. They are amazing, and they are the people to holler at over there. So hit those guys up, and they'll be able to take care of you over there at, oh, my God. People are walking by like crap. I got this something at YNB. You can go by the main bank at 401 Elm, which is 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma, as well as the, where am I got stuff over. People are trying to, people are just waving at me. I'm trying to say hi to everybody over here. YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66 there in Yukon, and 39th Expressway, YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. Cannot miss those guys at all. 218 North Mustang Road there in the great city of Mustang. Yes, I said that, Drew. Don't get mad at me and say, oh, you putting them on there. Well, they are. I like Mustang. I have a good time in Mustang. It's always been good for me, so I can't really complain. And then, of course, YNB in Bethany, located on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. You cannot miss it. It is a fantastic place. So go by there and see our guys over there at YNB. Can't miss them. They're fantastic. They do great stuff over there at YNB. Also, the NFL schedule has come up, okay? And here's the NFL schedule thus far coming up. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, what happened this past weekend. Caleb Williams, we got to see what he looked like in person. And I was very impressed with him. I was very impressed with his no look that he threw. Definitely a Patrick Mahomes style play. I enjoyed watching that. It was pretty outstanding watching what he did, and that. So I can't complain about any of that stuff. But we'll talk about that later. But anyway, here's our upcoming games for this week, and then of course the Dallas Cowboys saga continues. I don't understand. I don't know. The Cowboys are just ridiculous. They really, truly are. I don't understand them. But anyway, on Thursday, August 15th, is the Eagles at the Patriots. I don't know if I'm really even going to watch that. I really don't. I'm not a Patriots fan. I could care less about them. I don't like anything Boston. I don't like the Red Sox. I don't like the Celtics, and I don't like the Patriots. So anything to do with them, I'm not really interested in watching. The Falcons at the Ravens are on Saturday at 11 a.m. on NFL Plus. It's so funny how the NFL now has a subscription network. All these streaming have subscriptions. Here you go. Pay for $10 for this, $9 for that, $8 for this, $9 for that, $8 for this. Bengals at the Bears. The Falcons at the Ravens. I'm going to be interested because I want to watch Michael Penix again, and then I want to see what Lamar does. He did not play in that first game. I want to see kind of what he does. He's going to need to get some time out there. So hopefully he will play Saturday against the Falcons. And the thing about the second game, I know with the Chiefs, they got one series, they were out. And then, of course, this next series, you're going to see a little bit more of Mahomes. He'll probably play 2 or 3 series, or at least the whole first quarter or something like that. So we'll be able to see what he looks like and what they look like. Losing Hollywood Brown is really going to hurt them. Anyway, so we'll see what that looks like. The Bengals at the Bears, I'm not sure if we're going to see Joe at all. I don't. I mean, he's so fragile. I would not. If it was me, I would not take a chance on playing Joe Burrow. I just no. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't take a chance on playing him at all because the chance of him being Mr. Fragile that he is, getting hurt, would be. Let me see. I think Randy. Did you send me this? What did you send me, Randy? Oh, okay. Oh, he did send me the schedule. Okay, it came out today. Okay, well, I missed that, Randy. I should have looked that up. Okay, Randy sent me the schedule. Uh, let me see. Let me finish this up, and then I will do the. I will. Do you have Randy? Can you send me the Oklahoma City Thunder schedule? Can you text me that link if you would, Randy? If you're listening to the show, will you send me that link for that so I can kind of pull that up and not have to go through this? Will you do that for me? So the schedule came out today. So what we'll do, we'll probably do tomorrow night, since it's Wednesday, we'll go over and we're going to do our Thunder show. So we'll do over the Thunder schedule and talk about the NBA schedule. So we'll do that tomorrow night. Go over the full Thunder basketball schedule tomorrow night doing our show. Bengals at the Bears, like I said, I don't know if Joe Burrow's going to play a lot. I want to see some more of Caleb Williams. I want to see more of him. He's just, what he's seen thus far, I mean, he's as advertised. But like I said, one quarter, one little bit of a game, we'll see what he does past that. So I'm not going to really take too much into it, but he played really good that first time around. Giants at the Texans. CJ, I want to watch him play a little bit more, but I don't care about the Giants at all. That's at 12 o'clock. And remember, on the NFL Network, what they do is based on where you live will determine which teams you get to watch. So I don't know since the Bears are more of a central, the Texans are more central, that's the game that we'll probably won't be able to watch, or the Chiefs at 1 o'clock. So they'll have one of those games on. Now, I would rather watch the Lions and the Chiefs than I would the Giants and the Texans. I could care less about the Giants at all. I don't care. I'd rather watch the Lions and the Chiefs much better, and it's at 1 o'clock. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. If not, then I'll be working anyway, so it really won't matter. So anyway, so that's kind of how that's going to be. And then, of course, the Vikings and the Browns. It's not all August, but it's August 17th at 3:25. The Vikings at the Browns. That ought to be a good game. I'm interested to see how JJ plays again. He looked really good the other night. He did throw an interception, but came back and threw 2 TDs, and he played great. So I'm interested to see how he does for the Vikings in his second time around. And then I just want to see Deshaun Watson kind of come back to where he was at some point. Dude, can you give me what you used to be? Can you give me a look of how you used to play? Is that at all possible? Can I get some semblance of who you used to be and what you used to do? Can I please get that? I mean, you haven't, you played great up until all that went down. Then you were out. Then you came back towards the end of last year before. Really didn't play that great, and you rust everywhere. And then last year, you played and got hurt and didn't want to come back in the playoffs for whatever reason. So I hope you put away your $200 million, because to me, you and Mahomes were right there, and Lamar and Josh Allen, y'all were all right there. And then because of your off-field antics, it got you away from where you needed to be. And then Mahomes and Lamar and Josh kept going the way they were going. So to me, it's just going to depend on where he's at and I want to see him come back, because he dual threat. He was unbelievable, and he was great in college. And he took that to the Texans in Houston, and continued that role. And then all of a sudden, everything went down with the massage, which I still don't understand. I don't I don't understand that at all. I really don't. I don't get it. But some of these guys have attitude and do certain things that I just don't understand. And whatever you do. I guess I don't. It's not my place to understand. I don't really get it. I don't understand why you act that kind of way. I really don't get it. I seriously don't. So, but anyway, I hope to see him back to where he was, because the Browns, to me, have this outstanding team, and we're going to break down their schedule at some point this deal. We're going to get to go over each team and get their over-unders now that we've got, because like I told when Nathan and I were talking earlier, I want to see them do preseason. Then I want to give an NBA NFL schedule. After I watched them play, I can say, okay, who's playing, who they got, how they look, what, that's kind of the way I want to do it. I want to have 2 teams per schedule per day. So what would that be? That's 10 teams, and we'll do it over a 3-week period. And that gives that's 32 teams. We'll do that over a 3-week period. Starting probably next week or whatever, each day we'll go over the 2 teams. Now that we've watched everybody play, because now we've seen everybody play after this weekend, we'll have seen everybody play at least 1 or 2 games. So you can kind of have a feel for what they look like. Because remember, the Bears were, I think, at 6 wins or something like that. So, after watching them play, I think they may be a little bit better than what we think. So I may have a different view of my over-under takes at that point. Okay, so we'll see kind of how that works out. But that being said, Drew's team, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. I don't believe Jerry Jones cares at all about winning a Super Bowl. I think Jerry Jones cares about the Dallas Cowboys winning it all. I mean, not winning it all. He cares about their relevance, because their relevance sells tickets. Their relevance keeps them on TV. Their relevance keeps them making money, worth $9 billion or whatever it is. And somebody goes, "Why would they sell it?" I go, "They're not going to do anything to sell the Cowboys. That's their family business. It's kind of like the Chiefs. It's the Hunt's family business. Even they have Hunt's ketchup. The Chiefs is really that's their family business. Now, whether the Chiefs will leave Arrowhead or not, who knows? But if they go everywhere they go, I promise you they're going to build another. They're having a apartment-style condo, whatever you want to call it, inside Chiefs Kingdom. Inside Arrowhead Stadium, they have their own condo. So when they go there, that's where they stay, at the stadium. So I'm sure that no matter if they build a new stadium, I'm sure everything that's wrong with the place that they're at now, they will fix all those amenities. They'll fix everything that is wrong with this where they're at now. They will fix all of that stuff. They will make it more glamorous. They'll make it more whatever. I'm sure there's stuff that his wife wants to fix because that was built in the 70s, late 60s, 70s when that was all better. I'm sure it's been updated, but it was built back in the day where technology and everything is different now. Plus, they've got more kids. How are you going to put things? What are you going to do? They need more room. So I'm sure they're going to get that fixed there in Kansas City. So, but anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Let's finish about the Cowboys. The additional thing I want to say about the Cowboys is this. I have 0 issues with him and Dak Prescott. And people talk about it all the time. Well, who are you going to get? I'm like, what difference does it make if you win 12 games 3 years in a row and you go to playoffs and you get beaten 1 game? And twice of them are because of him. You can say what you want to about the defense not stopping Green Bay or whatever. He threw a pick 6, and then he was terrible. Against the 49ers, they should have beat them the first time. How do you not get down before that? How do you not understand the time? Why are you trying to get an extra yard? Slide, get time, call timeout, or dunk the ball. You know how much time is left. Take 5 or 6, you should know. I need to get to this particular point to get a field goal. Run 3 or 4 steps, boom, slide. Here's the referee, the ball, put him down, boom. You have some time. But instead, he ran all the way down and with 3 seconds left or 2 seconds left when he slipped. What are you doing? Not understanding the game. I'm not paying him 60-something million. Now, there's going to be teams like the Carolina Panthers or somebody like that. Yeah, they'll pay him. But he ain't going to win. You're going to give this man $300 million, $200 million. Are you crazy? And I like Dak. He's great. He's great at the mic. He's great during the year. And maybe that's all they care about. But against winning teams, look at his record. That ends all discussions. Look at he has a horrible losing record against teams that are above 500. And you want to pay him what? The highest paid player? To me, I understand it's next man up. But you as an owner, there's no way in hell you can justify paying somebody more money than Patrick Mahomes. Because remember when Patrick Mahomes signed that contract, Josh Allen signed his right after, and his was a little less than what Mahomes was. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. See my guy, joined by my guy, Mr. Cowboy himself, Drew Hinton. What's all that ugly red you got? Is that an Alabama hat you got on, man?
You know better than that. You know better than that.
Is that an OU hat on it? What is that? Oh, I'm messing with you, man. I
You know
know it.
better than that too.
I do, but I couldn't resist it. What's going on, Drew? So my guy, Drew Hinton on the
Oh
Husker Drew
man, I
Picks.
figure out why my other headphone's not working here. See if I can get it working. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing, man. It's just me and you.
Yep. Let me see if I can get the team to come on. Give me just a sec. Yeah.
You get it? That North Carolina blue looks. It was easy for me to look at than that trash
There we
red,
go.
man. I can't look at all that red, man. I'm looking at, even though OU's not in our deal anymore. But tomorrow we're going to break down the SEC tomorrow, Drew, and break down where OU's going to land, and then we're going to do the Big Ten on Thursday, or what are they now, the Big 16?
Big 16.
Yeah, it's like the Big Six. Of all three conferences, don't they all three have 16 teams?
Well, eventually you'll just have. I think you'll have the SEC and the hopefully the Big 12 gets in there, but SEC and the
Well, the
Big
commander,
10 merge.
the commander thinks that Clemson and Florida State will join the Big 12 out of the
You think they
SEC.
go to the Big 12?
Yeah, well, why the hell would they go to the SEC?
Yeah, well, they're not winning in the SEC.
Right, so
they can
they
go
only,
to the Big 12.
yeah, so why would you go to the SEC? Go to the Big 12. That puts
That's
them at
probably a
18
pretty good
teams.
idea for them, especially because they could, if we had the automatic berth, Florida State and Clemson would be favorites in majority of the sports.
Yep. So it would be a great decision for them. It's great for the Big 12 because it makes them more relevant. And I think that evens it out because I believe it's going to end up, to me, and the commander and I were talking about, I think it's going to end up being the Big 10, the Big 12, and the SEC. I think the ACC is going to go away because they're already irrelevant now as it is.
Yeah, ACC did this year eventually.
Yeah, they're gonna go away. And the SEC, who are they really going to add? You know what I mean? Who are they going to add?
Well, I mean,
Okay, the commander put the Suns at Oklahoma City on November 15th at 7 p.m. He said the schedule's out, so that's going to be good. I cannot wait to see some basketball. But anyway,
I'm guessing that's the first game.
yeah, yes. Okay, couple thoughts, Drew.
No.
Your thought on LeBron winning over Steph on the MVP of the Olympics?
Thought it was a joke. I mean, he was a good all-around player, but I mean, I didn't think that. I thought Steph hit 16 out of 20
27.
pointers in the last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
took in 16 out of 27. That's ridiculous.
If it's not for Steph, they don't
win.
The,
They don't win.
the gold medal.
No, all three of them contributed in the Serbia game, but without Steph, they're not even in the game, and they don't win. Now KD closed it out. Agreed, 100%. And isn't it funny how LeBron deferred to KD in the Serbia game to close it out, and they all deferred to Steph. When Steph made 3 in a row, they were like, here. He's rolling, and they've all seen that before. But my thing is, Drew also said on the ESPN Top 10 that night, how the hell do you put the guy dunking on Bron instead of Steph Curry as your number one deal? He shot a fadeaway with two guys for the gold medal for the country, and that's not the number one play? He's not even in the top 10? That's a joke.
What do you think about that? What do you think about them saying that they think that was Steph's best game ever, like the biggest shots he's ever hit?
The biggest shot he ever hit was us, I think. That's that 15-pointer from just across half court. When we're all sitting there screaming, go get him, and whoever it was waiting for him to come to him. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
He literally crossed half court and let it go. To me, that was a bigger shot because that's.
He had some pretty big shots against LeBron and against the Cavs in the finals too.
Yeah, but that was in Game 6, not 7.
That's true. I mean, it's a good argument to be made. I mean,
well, when they try to put him as they try to put him as the greatest clutch shooter, I said no, that would be Jerry West. He's the greatest 3-point shooter. But Mr. Clutch, when your name is Mr. Clutch, you can't take that away. Steph ain't Mr. Clutch. He's
So he's missed a
occasionally,
lot of that stuff.
but he's a great shooter without question. But yeah, Drew, that kind of bothered me. I didn't really understand that one. The Commander gave us some games, Drew. We have Thunder at the Spurs. That we need to make a road trip. When is that? November 19th, Drew. Pull that up on your calendar. What day
That's
is that?
Thanksgiving. I'll be in San Diego.
Oh, you will. That's when is that? Is that the weekend before Thanksgiving?
That weekend before Thanksgiving.
Anyway, then we have Thunder at the Lakers on Thanksgiving weekend. The
Wow. Boy,
Jazz,
that's huge.
yes, 11:29.
Well, I might be making a road trip from San Diego to LA for
Yeah, will you
that.
be on? Will you be there on the 29th?
I will be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That'll be that's a 9 o'clock game.
Look at that date.
Yeah, 11:29.
Because let me look here.
These are the early season tournament games sent
Yeah,
by
that's
the Commander.
the day after Thanksgiving.
That might be something y'all might want to go to. That'd be a fun trip up there, bro.
Yeah. So let me look. Why does it keep doing that? So I'm doing some jacked up stuff today. Yeah. So Thanksgiving is the 28th. So that's the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I usually come home that day, but I could be talked into flying out of LAX.
Yeah, you and
So, right.
Trish, J Dub, and Drew and Trish's sister. That'd be a nice little
Yeah.
deal there.
Mary.
Yeah, Mary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that might be. That might have to get done. I'll have to look at that. Fly out to LAX on Saturday.
Yeah, that's one of those things, Ian. But anyway, so what was your take about the Olympics? And I talked about the women earlier, Drew.
Well,
Saying,
I think I lost at lunch, which I really thought the Serbians had us. That was the Serbians didn't get a call down the stretch.
yeah, but I'm sorry. What's up with your boy Bogdanovich mocking? What's our
Why
boy's
does he gotta
name?
be my boy? I don't know. Like,
Well,
my
you know
it.
what? I'm just kidding. I'm saying it facetiously. He ain't nobody's boy around here. But him mocking. Oh my God, what's our boy's name? New York Nick,
Oh,
Carmelo. Carmelo
Carmelo,
Anthony.
yeah.
Did you see him mocking him with his 3-point shots and looking over there and talking trash to him? And LeBron was like, "Hey, bro, you need to chill. You need to chill out."
That's pretty good little rivalry they had going there, though.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. But how about this?
I mean, again, just oh, big boy just goes crazy against Anthony Davis
Yeah, he
every time he
does.
plays him.
He,
I don't
it,
understand
I
it.
don't understand it either. But, I thought that Embiid stepped up and was pushing him around and did what he had to
Hmm.
do. He had scored 7 points in a row that were huge. He gave up the rebound. The offensive rebound came down, made up for it on a jumper, got an and one the very next possession, and then one-on-one against Jokic, the fadeaway.
Yep.
So I thought that was,
Yeah, Embiid gradually came along during the tournament. I thought.
yeah,
Thought
finally.
that. Back to LeBron being MVP. He played consistent the whole time. Now,
That's what
whether
I'm
that
saying. He
makes
got
it.
that because of consistency, and he's LeBron
Yeah,
James.
I mean, what do you average? 14, 8, and 6 or
Yep,
something like that.
yep. I think it's 14,
So
6, and 8.
it's tough to take it away from him. But if you were going to, I think Steph had a pretty good drive.
Well, I thought that was my thing. Is LeBron played great overall, but we don't win without Steph those last 2 games. That's a fact.
No, and
We don't win. And somebody said the other day, Drew, they go, we better beat them because how the hell can we lose to an all-white team?
yeah, pretty
I
funny.
bust out laughing. I was like, man, you crazy. He goes, oh, man, can I say that on your show? No, man, we can't say that on the show, but I'll say
Oh,
it. We
you're
can't
good.
talk about it on the show. I said, I can joke about it because I can, but,
Lost to the Utah Utes.
yeah, I mean, you can't do Utah Utes. We got beat by Utah Utes, man. No, we got beat
Or
by BYU.
BYU. Got beat by
We got
BYU.
beat by BYU. Yeah, Fred Roberts, and Fred rubbed it in, by the way. I said, okay, that's okay, Fred. I remember I dunked on you in practice when we were playing on the junior world team for the USA. Remember you got dunked
Uh-huh.
on. So let's go ahead and call that out what it is now, bro. Okay, just let you know. Don't be coming at me. But anyway, Drew, I like the Olympics overall, but like I was saying,
I could do without the breakdancing, although the men's have been pretty funny.
I don't I guess if you got more than one country, you got multiple countries doing it. I get it. They're trying to make it inclusive of everything, give everybody a chance to do something for your country. I get that, but is that really a
I'm pretty sure.
sport?
I'm pretty sure you could do what she did
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, no, but I'm just you're wrong, man. My deal is that are
But
those
I
really
could definitely,
sports or
I could definitely
activities?
do the pop and lock. I could do the pop and lock. I don't know that I could. I don't know. I could do the windmill. I don't think I can still do the
Yeah, the
windmill
way
out
that
of
dude
park.
spun and stopped on top of his head, I was like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. There ain't no way,
Well,
bro.
I don't
Can't do that.
understand is how you softball
But
at
my
the
deal is that
closing
how is that a
line.
sport? That's more like an
Yeah,
activity.
it's
That's an
yeah,
activity.
it's a
Skate to
hobby.
me, skateboarding is an activity. It's not really a
Hmm.
sport. But to them it's a sport. I'm like, okay,
I'd almost skateboarding, dressage.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, I get it, and I'm okay with the
It's
fact that
part of
you're
the
adding.
lure of the Olympics that you have that kind of that stuff, but the breakdancing I think was a little too much for
Well, no,
me.
I mean, the whole thing is that you got to have something inclusive of everybody, and I get it, but
Mhm.
there's certain sports and certain things. I'm just like, it's like in the winter sport. What's the thing called where they slide the puck? You know what I'm saying? Where they push the little thingy, and, not get so many points. What's it called? When you slide and they're brushing in front of it.
Oh yeah, dude, that's a great that's a Winter Olympic. That stuff's great. Now that's a sport.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is that a sport though? Really? I mean,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
we used to do that. We,
sports is something that's physical.
they had leagues for that in Omaha.
Do they really?
Good stuff. Yeah, it's big time.
Wow. Okay, I guess you got to be in the cold to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be up there in the cold. What is your biggest
Hmm.
takeaway from the Olympics? Oh yeah, I was going to ask you this. Our girl Jordan Childs. The Olympics
Yeah,
talk about.
right.
Oh, how about this? It doesn't matter if even if your evidence is concrete and it proves your point. It doesn't matter. How the hell does evidence doesn't
Well,
matter? What the what? How does it doesn't
probably
matter?
just they probably just need to just give them both bronze
That's
since
what
it's
I
that
said.
big
Just
a
both give them
deal.
a medal. Give them both the medal. But when you
Yeah,
got conclusive evidence that it was 47 seconds and it's time stamped, how do you argue that?
yeah. I'm not sure.
Uh,
I didn't understand it. I still don't
I
all
don't
the
understand the issue about it
adding
at
on.
all. Anyways, but to me, I don't get it. But anyway, Drew, it is what it is when it comes to that. So, but I'm sitting there and I'm looking at all for different opportunities and all the different things that are out there, and I just go, is that really a sport? I just don't get it. And by the way, did you see my thing on Texas? How I put that up on Texas? When in Texas, they put out that Texas was number five because they had 18 gold medals. Did you see that? Where I
Right.
posted that, Drew?
What happened now?
Texas. I saw this thing and I told my friend I was going to post. Texas had 18 gold medals, 15 silver, 11 bronze for 41 total medals. Texas. If you took away them, that would be them.
Wow.
And I just laughed. I was like, and I laughed because yeah, you had one person on a 4x100 or 4x200. If you have four of y'all, so you're saying you're gonna win a gold medal because you have one person there. Can you believe that? Because they still think that they're all by themselves, that they could be a country by themselves. 18, 15, 11, and 41 is what they had. So they were fifth above France as far as medals.
Oh, you lost it there for about 20
Oh, I
seconds.
said, well, the France put in that they were. I mean, Texas put in they had 18 gold medals, 15 silver, and 11 bronze for 41 total medals. Did you hear me, Drew? I guess I lost him. I guess I lost Drew. But anyways, I just think that that's hilarious that I want to get my boy Drew's opinion on it, but we'll get him later. But anyway, everybody, I got to get out of here. I just want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour here at one of my favorite places, Georgia's Happy Hog, 712 Culbertson Drive, located just south of the OU Medical Center, north of the OU Medical Center, south of the state capitol, across Nahon Hunstead on Culbertson Drive. They're closed Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5, open from 11 to 5 on Saturdays. And of course, it is brought to you by one of my favorite places, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Can you hear me now, Drew? Can you hear me?
I got your back.
Okay.
Rejoin.
Okay. Anyway,
Trade 41.
you're breaking up. You're breaking up again, Drew. Can you hear me?
Barely. I got you now.
Okay, I was talking about Texas had 18 first place, 18 golds, 15 silver, and 11 bronze. Is what they had. I was like, I asked, I said, do you mind if I take a picture of this and talk about this on my show? And they said no. And they kind of laughed. I'm like, are you serious? How does Texas, you had one player if you have one person that's on a relay team, that gives you the gold medal?
But I guess you get one.
Yeah, you do. So, but unless they were saying they had 18, unless they were saying these are all individual medals. Now, but still, how do they put themselves all by themselves? I know they're a country all by themselves, so they think, but it's a bunch of crap. What is your thought process?
I don't know. I mean, I think if there's anybody else, they're probably going to claim it too. I mean, he did run the leg, and he did get a medal.
Yeah.
So I don't have too big of a problem with it. I mean, it's
But I just
Texas.
think it's funny.
Everything's big. Everything's big.
Everything's big. Their egos for sure.
Yeah. Well,
Their egos for sure.
The 10th largest economy in the world, I think. So.
Yeah. I have a question. Your boy Jerry Jones. Just gone. I mean, there's no question that he's waiting to see what the hell Dak Prescott does this year. He's waiting to see what everybody does. But Dak ain't gonna do nothing without CD.
No. What I saw something came across today. Did he sign today?
I don't know. I hadn't seen it yet. But they're going to sign Drew. They're going to sign him.
Yeah, he just ain't going to play preseason.
I mean, just like Chris Jones didn't play, he missed the first game of the season, and he didn't miss a point. He didn't miss a stroke. But it's different playing defensive tackle versus wide receiver. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, just going to pay CD.
Dallas lost a offensive lineman, Edoga, their whole season, left tackle.
That's not going to help.
Let's see here. See if landing spots are top trade. New trade package with Packers could offer for CD Lamb.
That's a bunch of crap. That ain't happening. The Cowboys are not giving up CD Lamb.
No, they're not. I mean, you wouldn't think so.
They're not giving up CD Lamb. There's no way. Unless they're so far apart in their negotiations, then maybe. But how you gonna go to the Packers? Packers can't sign you.
No.
So that makes no sense to me. But to me, Jerry, it's almost like I think he'll sign CD, but he's waiting to see what Dak is going to do this year and what McCarthy and them are going to do this year. But to me, you still can't pay Dak, CD, and your linebacker. You can't pay them all.
No. Well, yeah, but Dak's going to have to take a pay cut.
He's not going to take a pay cut. He wants $60 million. I think he'd rather go to Carolina and get 60-something plus $1 million, or $200 million or $300 million or whatever. I think he'd rather do that.
Yeah, and suck and never win anything.
Don't matter. He got $190 million or $200 million guaranteed. He don't care.
That's true. He does.
And he's done, and he's 30-something years old. What does he care?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to turn down. I mean, to me, like your uncle says, there's a difference between $15 million turning down and then $30 or $40 million you turn down.
He's got to have quite a big nest egg right now, you would think. I mean, what's his last contract paid him what? This is the last year of his deal, which paid him what, $160 million or something like that? So, I mean, it ain't like he's broke with all the advertising that he gets and other money not included on his contract.
And if he leaves the Dallas Cowboys, he ain't gonna be put on it. He ain't gonna be a broadcaster.
He'll just be Dak Prescott.
He ain't gonna be no broadcaster.
No.
He ain't gonna be. He's not gonna be Troy, and he's not gonna be.
No.
Well, what's the other boy's name? Oh my God. Tony Romo.
Well, if you think about the guys that have been Dallas Cowboy quarterback, Romo and Troy.
Yeah.
And be think about it, they started as Dallas Cowboy and they finished as Dallas Cowboy. They never played for another
Nope.
team.
Nope. That's why I'm saying. So he's got to look at that. His future when he retires, he better put some money away. Now he does live in
Hmm.
Texas, which, I mean, what's he going to do with that football field that he has back there?
I don't know. So,
You know what I mean?
I mean, part of me thinks that they're going to get it worked out because he's got it, but he can't be that dumb. I mean, you got to. I mean, if they offer him 50 million, he needs to take it because
He's not
he's
going.
a
But Drew,
he
you got to remember though,
is
that's over
he's
4 years.
not a
That's
$50 million quarterback.
That's $40 million he'll lose at
Mm-hmm.
31 years old. That's 40
Yeah.
million. He's not. He ain't giving up 40 million. No way. Now
Right.
55. Now giving up 20 million out of 200. Okay.
But then there's I was reading a deal yesterday that was talking about that if they put him on a 1 year deal or whatever, then they were saying in 2 years that the quarterback market will probably be 75 to 80 million
Yep.
dollars a year.
It's just going to be because the whole thing is this. Remember, Mahomes has already got all of his money. At the end of 2026, he would have had all 450 million. Because I saw a deal where he's guaranteed 100 and 220 million or something like that over the next 3 years or 4 years. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have all of his money by 2026, and then they're gonna have to re-sign him because there won't be any money left on that 450 that they signed him for to 2031. There won't be no money left, so you have to re-sign him to a new contract, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's Dallas got themselves in a pickle.
But also Mahomes don't care because he makes what 30 million off the field, 40 million, so he can
Yeah.
afford to take less money. So you have to reset the quarterback market, whatever that is. He'd have to get paid, you know, 1,000 million more, whatever, or something like that. But he's going to reset the market, no question,
Mm-hmm.
no question. So, all right, brother, you got anything you want to talk about?
What do you think about what did you see? J.J. McCarthy's out for the year,
What?
torn knee ligaments. Yeah, he went down.
Yeah, I was hoping to
Vikings
see him play
Vikings
today.
quarterback.
I was hoping to see him play Thursday, but he's gone.
He's down for the year.
Wow, he looked pretty good.
Bombshell.
He looked
Yeah,
good.
he did look good.
But
Yeah,
all
he's
these
out
quarterbacks, Drew,
totally.
they all look good. He looked good. Caleb, the no look, the pass he
Well, I
threw
tell you
us.
what, it might have been the worst football game I've watched in a long time. Watch Stetson and the kid from Dallas play Sunday. That was
Oh,
terrible. What did they throw? Combined 7 interceptions.
Stetson Bennett is not an NFL quarterback.
Stetson Bennett. Oh, neither is the guy from Dallas.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. He isn't either.
Neither one of them are NFL quarterbacks. No question. They are third team quarterbacks at the best. Carry the clipboard, and we
Board
won't
holders.
see you. That's what they are. Carry the clipboard, and we won't see you. That's what the hell those guys are. They're terrible. They are absolute terrible. It's bad. So but
Yeah, I'm not a big preseason guy. I don't watch a whole lot of it, but I'll watch Dallas just to watch the young guys. I thought the Guyton kid from Oklahoma looked really good. They
yeah.
had him as I was listening to a deal that had him as one of the bright spots of the preseason of any of the teams, which that bodes well for Dallas. They're gonna need him.
Well, Dallas drafts
After
well. The Cowboys draft
going on
well.
today, they're gonna need him.
The Cowboys draft
Yeah,
well. They do
they
do
just
that.
don't they just don't keep their players well.
Nope, they don't keep
They
them.
pay guys too much money too early.
But the whole thing is pay people early. But
Yeah.
the Chiefs, they've got to figure out what they're going to do with Trey Smith. They got Trey Smith, they got Creed, and they got Tooney. All three of them. They got to pay. Well, actually, they got to pay Trey Smith and Creed. And Creed, the best center is, 16 million, 18 million would make him the highest paid center. But Trey is at 20 something million. I'm not paying a guard
Yeah.
20 something million. Are you, Drew?
No.
Not paying a guard 20 something million.
So I was listening this morning. They were talking about the NBA team for next year, and in 4 years, and they were thinking that J-Dub had a 25% chance to make the Olympic team, and that Chet was 50-50. What do you think about
Chet
that?
will make the team in 4
Yep.
years. Because I
In
don't
four
know if
years, you
AD,
think
I don't
Chet's on the
know.
team?
Well, I don't. My thing is this: you have three big men. Bam will be back. Okay, for sure. Okay,
Yep.
because he's young,
AD could probably do
and
that.
AD will probably be back. But Embiid, depending on his health, I don't see him coming back. That's 4 years from now. His body, I don't see him 4 years from now being on the team.
Who's that?
Embiid.
No, he won't be. His
So
knee ain't gonna hold
that
up.
that
If
gives you,
anything, if anything, he'll go play for France.
yep, and that gives you Chet. Chet slides in there. If
Yeah,
he continues to do what he's doing, then Chet should be there.
you got to put on some weight.
But J Dub could make it. I mean,
I don't think KD would
who do you,
be on
but who do you gonna take off to put him on? That's the question.
it. Well, I don't think. Well, LeBron won't be on there.
Well, LeBron and Steph. I mean, they saying KD whatever,
LeBron is Steph, and I don't think KD will be
but
on
like
there
I said,
either.
you got Tyrese Maxey, you got AD, you
He'll
got
be
Jason
there.
Tatum. All of them be there.
The
AD
other guy from the
and
Celtics will
Bam.
be there too.
Yeah,
Jalen Brown will be on
Jalen
that
Brown will be
team.
on the team, and probably Drew Holiday may be back again. So Booker will be young; he'll still be able to play.
What about old boy from Memphis,
Ja
Ja
Morant
Morant?
probably will be there.
I for sure think he is.
Jalen Brunson maybe,
Yeah.
but for sure, like if you do
I mean,
Ja,
if Morant's not in trouble, he's on the team this year.
well, he's gonna be. Question is, get him out of trouble, keep him out of trouble. That's the
Yeah,
question.
I mean, that's a big if.
His dad is already like, they're just defiant now, and it's like, first of all, your dad is. I mean,
What about Zion? I mean,
Zion can't
can
stay
Zion
healthy.
make one of these?
He can't stay
No,
healthy.
no.
If he did, yes. But the whole thing is, you got to think that who are you going to take? I mean, to me, if you got AD and Bam, and you have Chet, and let's say you have Ant-Man, and you have Tyrese Halliburton, that's five. Okay, then you come in with Ja, that's six, and then seven would be Jalen Brown is seven, Tatum is eight. So you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's eight right there.
Yep.
And then you got to add from there. But you got somebody who's can't play, who's got to be able to play defense. And J Dub at this point can't guard me. I mean, when you go back and you watch how many times he got beat off the dribble in the Dallas Mavericks game, I'm like, he was killing us. He can't defend he can't defend a guy who's smaller than him. That's like Zach Edey.
Right.
He's gonna get murdered. Can't defend. Can't defend.
No.
You have to be able to
But
defend.
I have a little mixed emotions on him. I think he's got a chance where he can make a Steven Adams kind of impact in the league, kind of be that type of player. But he just doesn't. Adams may move a little better than he does, but he's so big, dude. Ah, he's big. He may end up being like old boy from the Jazz that was just absolutely terrible for France. What the hell's his name? The guy who gave us all COVID.
Gobert. Rudy Gobert.
Gobert, yeah. So I think he could be a Gobert type player because he's just, I mean, what is he, 7'4" and
Yeah,
big and
but
strong.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying he got exposed against the Mavericks. You see what I'm saying? He got exposed, and that's what I'm saying. Do you want to take that chance with Zach? Because
Right.
he can't defend, Drew. He cannot defend the pick and roll. And Dallas killed Minnesota in the pick and roll. Absolutely murdered them. They murdered them. So
What did you think about OKC being the favorite in Vegas to win the West?
I just don't. You got to do something with the coach.
What's that?
You got to do something with the coach.
Yeah, I think so too.
He needs help. And people get mad at him like, he needs help. He's not the guy. He needs help.
I agree.
I mean,
To me, I think it's all the same as it was last year. I still would put Denver number one, Denver, Dallas number one. I would put Minnesota two, and I'd put Oklahoma City at three.
yeah.
That's how I would put it to start the playoffs. And depending on what the big guy from New York does to our team, if he comes in and becomes kind of like the big kid from Dallas, then boy, Oklahoma City's got a chance. But if he doesn't, then I think it's kind of like the same team.
Well, my deal is this. Once again, we said
they'll get a little better. Caruso's an upgrade.
the bottom line with the Thunder is it was to me your coaching staff. What Boston did was like, okay, we know this guy is a weak link. He got out coached, and what did they do? They got him a veteran staff. They got him some guys and said, hey, come in, we're gonna fix you. So that's what Boston did.
Yep.
They weren't stuck on the fact that
I don't see anybody beating Boston next year. They're just reloading. They're going to be the same team. They're going to be better too because Big Boy wasn't healthy all year, if you really think about it.
Yeah, but he's
You know?
never been healthy. Talking about
Yeah, that's
Porzingis?
a good point. He hasn't ever been healthy,
Talking
but
about
you know what I
Porzingis,
mean.
right?
I mean, Boston's not going anywhere.
No, they really aren't going anywhere. They really
And,
aren't.
and I think the Knicks will be better next year. I think Dallas is going to be better next year. I think they got better. I think Oklahoma City got better. I think Minnesota got better. I mean, I just see the usual suspects. I don't really see the West changing a whole lot next year.
No, I don't
I
either.
mean, I'll be interested to see what Phoenix does.
Well, the problem,
Do
Drew,
they
with them is they don't
fall
have
off
anything.
Booker and Grant? I mean,
Yeah, but the problem with them is they don't really have who are they going to take? Who are they going? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They're hurting.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Who are
yeah.
they?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at their roster. After all,
Are you there, Drew?
you know.
Okay, there you are. Go ahead, Drew.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, go ahead. I lost you for just a second there.
No, I said I don't really just what did they do at the trade deadline? Did they do anything?
No, they didn't. One thing I was going to talk about real quick before we go, just talk about your picks for the day. You got the Orioles on the money line minus 173.
I do. I like the Orioles at home today. They've been, they've kind of turned it up a notch ever since they got Holiday back in there. He's been swinging the bat well. I'm happy to see him doing good. I sure wish Oklahoma State could have got him for a year.
Yeah, well, would you if you were him?
Yeah, well, that's why. That's why, because your first home run in the Grand Slam in the big. So that's probably why you didn't go to college.
After striking out.
I'm really depressed with baseball picks right now because my Braves have just folded like the best.
Dude, they're beat up, man. Leave them alone, man.
They're just too beat up.
They're
man.
beat up, bro.
They're missing 5 guys.
They're beat up. How about?
They're still in the playoffs right now, which is amazing.
Yep. How about Mookie Betts, dude? How good is he?
Comes back and hits 2 home runs.
How good is he? And then tells him, "I'm staying at an Airbnb. I'm not staying in a haunted hotel."
Oh, they were talking about this morning about how Kyrie Irving won't stay at the Skirvin.
No, he won't stay at Skirvin. He won't stay at Skirvin. And you and I have been there 1,000 times.
I've never had an experience at the Skirvin like that.
I haven't either. Not once.
It's an old hotel. I mean, that's what it does. It creaks and makes noises.
I haven't either. I've been fine. How about the Guardians, brother? Minus 151 money line.
I thought I heard the commander roaming the halls there one night, but that could have been a joke.
I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Goes from Christmas past, wandering home.
I'm not you're on your own with the commander on that one, brother. I'm not touching that one.
I gotta go on for one. I gotta poke the bear a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do. How about the Guardians 151?
I like the Guardians. That might be my favorite one of the night. Get to that real quick. The Guardians they're playing the Cubbies, and the Cubbies are so up and down right now. They might be not ready to just pack it in because they're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I look for the Cubbies to start bringing up AAA pitchers, young guys come up, start swinging the bat because they're about to pack it in for the winter.
Yeah, I agree. And my Yanks, man, money line minus 225.
Yeah, they're just. The White Sox have lost 26 out of 28, so if the Yankees don't win that game, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Dude, how big did you see him standing next to Caitlin Clark? Aaron Judge. And they take
what is he, 6'8"?
6'8", like 265, and no fat.
He could be a tight end. He could be a 4 in the NBA.
He's a monster, bro. He is an absolute monster. Married his high school girlfriend, junior high girlfriend. How about that?
That's good. That's good for him. Probably keeps him grounded.
Yeah, it does. She knows all of his dirty laundry. That's for sure.
Probably don't have any dirty laundry since you married his high school girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. We all got dirty laundry.
I kind of like your Dodgers tonight, too. I don't think I have them on there.
You didn't have them on. You had the Padres.
Yeah, I like the Padres tonight against the Pirates. Padres have been a different team at home. It's tough to hit the ball out of that ballpark, and they've got a bunch of good left-handed pitching, so they keep the ball down in the zone. And Pirates kind of live on the long ball and off tennis, so I don't really see the Pirates beating the Padres tonight. But if I was going to throw one in there,
I'd probably bet against the Braves tonight because old man Morton just had been what he's been
Yeah.
lately, and then.
Yep.
But I like the under in the Braves game. I like the Dodgers against the Brewers.
Yep. Yeah, but my Dodgers are coming on, and Mookie Betts is just a beast, dude. And he's got them.
Yeah.
He's got them flowing, man.
It could be Dodgers Yankees, which would be a fun series.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'd love to go see that. So, you got anything else for us before I get out of here?
Man, we got 19 days of Big Red football. We got 26 days of Dallas Cowboy football. And we're in home stretch in dog days of summer in baseball, so buckle up.
Yep. I said that we're going to start next week.
Get your fantasy league football draft ready.
Yeah, we're going to start. Hey, Drew, we're going to start next week doing our teams, and because now that we've seen a couple weeks of preseason, you got a kind of a better feel.
I've been studying the Dallas Cowboys schedule. I'm not going quite as bad as I thought because they got a lot of home games in their hard games are at home.
Yep.
So
they play well at home.
Like that for the most part.
Yeah, but it's 11.5 wins, Drew, and 11.5 over under 11.5.
I think going over 11.5, but I think they could go 10-7.
Yep.
10-7 gets them in the playoffs.
Yep. I agree. So we're gonna start that. We're gonna tomorrow. We're gonna do our.
How about Nebraska? 28th in the country right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing tomorrow. We're doing the top 25. We're doing the SEC. Then on Thursday we're gonna do the Big Ten. As far as football rankings, where they're going to place the Big Ten. I think they were, 6th, 7th?
6 or 7, depending on what you look at.
Yes.
I don't think Iowa's going to fall because they lost their quarterback. He's out for the year. So
yep.
I don't think Iowa's going to be – I think Nebraska will finish higher than Iowa. And I think Wisconsin's going to have a down year, too. So I wouldn't put either one of them in front of Nebraska this year. But we'll see.
Yep, that's kind of what
I just think Nebraska's problem being they don't have a quarterback. And hopefully this kid's the answer. And everything I'm seeing and hearing, he can throw it. So we'll see.
Yep, I hope it works out good for them. We're going to see how it works out. So.
Football for me is a lot more fun when they're not 4-8.
Yeah, I know that's right. All right, that's my guy, Drew Hinton of Husker Drew Picks. Go ahead and do it.
Go Big Red!
Oh, he enjoys that. I hate it. He enjoys it. Appreciate you, brother. And then tomorrow, by the way, tomorrow night we're going to do our Thunder schedule tomorrow night, Drew.
All right.
So we're going to go over the Thunder schedule and the Thunder and all that stuff.
So I can look at it.
Yep. All right. That's my guy.
I'm gonna go out on a lim. I'm gonna say right now, sight unseen, I got OKC winning 56, 57 games.
The over/under is 55.
Yep, I'm right on it then.
Yep, you're right on it. My guy Drew Hinthorn, appreciate you, brother. I want to thank YNB for helping us get our stuff done here today at Georgia's Happy Hog. Appreciate them. And thank you guys for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour.